Good evening, everyone.
Oh.
Hiya, Lee. Hiya, Brissy. Hiya, Richard. Hiya, Amjad. Made a right cock up in my hair today. Washed it, blow dried it, used curling tongs, and I've made a right cock up on it. Anyway, never mind. So, how is everyone? So, watermelon, grapefruit. Well, while Briss is here, guess what I'm making on Tuesday? Hi, Tim. I'm making banana chocolate chip muffins. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Tim.
Pardon me. All these people in, and it's saying, oh, it's gone up to 6 now. But yeah, banana chocolate chip muffins. Something nice and simple. So I've been trying to. Well, I've been messaging Tracy all day, and yeah, she's all right. She will go to hospital on Thursday. Banana chocolate chip muffins on Tuesday, Brissy. Do you like how when I go like that, my hair goes up and down? Just a fact I thought you might like to know. But I'm at a cook here. Hi, Ruby. How are you? Oh, crap. Well, not really, Ruby. We're having no Coronation talk tonight, anyway. Didn't watch it on telly. I'm almost sure, Amjad, it's end of May. So, yeah. I'm sure it's the end of May. You know where I'm like. I forget what I said 10 minutes ago, let alone... yeah, but just hope Tracy's all right. And they're sort of not even going through. Oh, that's good. That's good. While I'm thinking about it. I got a message from Chris's sister. Are you going to be in today? So I just put yes. And I looked at it, and it was from about 20-something of December. Yeah, and I only just got it today. So I'm thinking, how come it's took this long to come through? I have no idea. If you've got any ideas, please let me know. Hi, Kirsty. Hi, Johnny. I've just been saying, Johnny, I've been messaging Tracy, and I've not. I was worried about her. Sort of, yeah. So yeah, and you know what? I'm an overthinker, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we're not hearing from her. I'm thinking, oh, she's all right. I know she was at hospital on Thursday. So oh dear, but yeah, I answered it because I thought she sent it today, and I just put yes, and then I looked and it says, I think it was 22nd of December. She's in a lot of pain. She's got the pot off. Have they told her to keep it off then, Johnny? You'll have to come up and let me know what they said. You know, well, that boot anyway, probably. But yeah, you know what I'm like, Johnny. I'm an overthinker, and we it seemed like my messages were going through, and we're not getting my messages. I'm thinking, God, I hope she's all right. You know what I mean?
I've read so the message goes a bit funny. Yeah, but not 2 months late funny.
Oh yes, to walk, her ankle seized up. Oh, so it's basically to get her joints moving again. Oh, phones on blink. That answers that question then, Johnny. Because I sent her a few recipes the other day, and then I said to Chris, I just want to do something simple. So I went, scrap all them recipes I sent you before. We're going to do this one. So, oh dear. But it's like, you know, it's like I leave everything till last minute. So yeah, I sort of messenger app goes a bit funny. So, yeah, I couldn't believe it though, Amjad. From 22nd of December, and the message that she sent has only just come through. I mean, it's only like 5 and a bit months late. You know what I mean? This slow and then this slow. But I couldn't believe it. But I mean, it's a good thing because we've been invited to a barbecue at the same sisters. But it's not till June. What date it is? Anyway, yeah. I think she could have done it faster by walking over here. Yeah, honestly, right. It's the 23rd of December at 10:47. Oh, that's 10:47 in the morning. Are you at home this morning? So I put yes. I put, how come I only just got this from 23rd of December, lol? Don't ask me why. There you go. 23rd of December. Can't hear you, Tony. Let's take it brown sauce. I'm sure they're not do a barbecue, mind you. It's just as well, probably.
I bring a bottle to the barbecue.
Oh, you've got to supply all your own booze. It does say on invitation you've got to.
I can't drive anyway, so that's.
Well, no.
I drink and drive, so. If we want train, probably goes drive.
Or a taxi, and that's expensive. Hello, Sky. I said something about a taxi and taxi driver. Hello, Sky. Turn TV off. We've got one of them.
My side was working, you know. Not,
there were no sound here, Tony.
No.
Yeah, Yeah, we've got that sky glass. And because I mentioned TAXI, it switched itself on, and it was an episode called Tech. Yeah. That. But yeah, could see you fine, Tony. There was just no sound. But very sensitive, this sky glass. What we're talking about all the night, and it put its 2 penneth worth in. Baby.
What?
What we're talking about all the night, and it put its 2 penneth worth in.
What?
Sky. We were talking about something, and I forgot it.
I'll forget now.
But
It's expensive, isn't it?
I know, me. Oh. Hello. You cold?
Right. No? It's comes up with grey hair, isn't it? I've just had it on all day and it took it off.
Has rain stopped play then?
No, I built some planters and the new steps to it while inside the caravan. So.
Oh. But yeah.
I did a bit this morning as well. The top part of the arch on the back of it, I've cladded it all in.
Ooh.
So you can't see over the fence now.
Do you know something? You can't take Chris anywhere.
Right.
He's done a Jurgen Klopp. He only went out with Biscuit this morning and come back limping, and yeah, his back's gone, and his hamstring up back, or his legs gone and all.
Yeah, what were you doing? 15 mile an hour?
I'm going to say he only took Biscuit for a walk. Anyway, he's in bad books, Biscuit is. Hi, Crypto.
Hi, Crypto.
Well, because he's a back hurting him and his leg, he says to our Callum, he says, you could take him out this evening. Well, you know, tea time. This is what gets me though. He spends most of the day, nearly every day, in Callum's bedroom with Callum, right? Yet when it comes to Callum taking him for a walk, he refuses to go. You know, work that one out. So Chris got his shit off with him. He went, go and get in your bed. So we got on this sofa. He went, no, that ain't your bed, he says. So we got off here on other sofa. Oh, and Chris, it was winding Chris up somewhat chronic.
Yeah, I went to Tingley Garden Centre and it's got a massive play centre on it as well.
Ooh.
Indoor and outdoor. Kids can run around all. It's really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm all right, Ruby. Chris and Callum on the other hands had touch at Leggy.
Look at that. A big bouncy thing in the middle and that's keen on it.
It's all just didn't go through the ceiling. Hi, Gordo.
She wanted me to bloody go on it. She wanted me to go on it with her.
Oh, dear. Thank you very much, Tim. But yeah, so we were writing bad books.
Look at that. I went in garden centre. We were having a look round because you had to wait until you could go in to play something. That's a planter. Look at the key price of that. I don't know if you can see it.
No. How
90 quid.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Ruby. What it is.
I built 2 identical ones. They're better built than them all.
You see, when Chris took him out this morning, he hurt back of his leg and he hurt his back. So he said to Callum, he said, well, you could take him out this afternoon. Now, bearing in mind, hi, Bria, how are you? Bearing in mind that most days he spends the day in Callum's room with Callum. Now, when it comes to Callum taking him out, he refuses to go. Okie dokie then, Tony. So yeah, so Chris lost his shit with him. And Chris ended up taking him out himself. And that was the only person he'd go with Chris. So it got a bit...
It'd be a bit knackered if I'm properly legged or something, wouldn't it?
Well, that's it. Well, what happens when you're in hospital? You know, if you touch wood, you don't. But if you ever end up in hospital,
He can do his little bit. You don't ask him to do anything else, do you?
I'm not talking about Callum. I'm talking about Biscuit.
Oh, I'm going to say, where's Callum? I'm going to tell him.
No, I'm talking about Biscuit. He wouldn't go with Callum because he'd hurt his leg. Callum said,
"Well, I'll message him then. What are you doing to your mum and dad?"
You know, bro. No, it was Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yeah. It must have a funny half hour. I don't know. He's been.
Callum had got a bit brave.
No. This is what I was saying, John. It spends. I mean, he's up there now. And basically,
got a special bean.
It won't go.
I don't want it.
What you got? Is it? If it's so nice, I'll have it. Keena.
You're knackered.
But yeah, it's been a yeah. No, we don't like water, Ruby.
Picture of you on that bounty thing.
Just checked. It was a full moon, flower moon on the 5th. Is that what sent them wappy then?
Well, it's 6 today, so it shouldn't really matter, should it?
If it were full moon yesterday, it's probably sent them. But yeah, spends all day, every day with Callum in his room. Yet when it comes, how are you? When it comes to going out with Callum, no, we ain't having it. No way, no how. So yeah, Chris lost his rag with him. It's first time you've had to shout at him like that. Hi, Gary.
Shh, Gary.
So
Gary. I'm copyrighting Johnny. I'm royalties.
He's here, but he's not here.
Well, put a bit of effort in, Chris.
Oh dear. Hey, tired out, Keena. We're all bouncing about. You've done.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she had a backup way out.
You can see she like all her faces all.
Just as she was leaving, she fell and banged her back.
Ah.
Right,
Look, Chris has got sympathy with you, Keena, because Chris has got a bad back as well.
In your house, he did. Yes, go on, man.
Makes sense. The moon cycle will affect his behaviour. It's common in wolves.
Was it last a couple of days then?
Well, it were a full moon last night, so it would affect his behaviour. Oh, before I forget, some good news, right? And this is about Callum, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
He took a maths exam on Friday and he passed.
Hey!
So now he can count up to 5.
But the thing is, the one that he thought he'd passed is English. He failed. And the one that he thought he'd fail is maths. He's passed. But anyway.
I think if you're English, you shouldn't have to take an English exam. It's as simple as that.
Oh,
What?
I've just remembered.
You've got some beers.
I'm going to piss up on one can.
Hey, Chris, just remember so,
He says, hey, Chris, he says, I've just remembered, so have I.
Keena got awarded this on
Oh, what is it?
Ooh, Excellence Award. Ooh. What's it say for what? I can't read writing.
It says, being incredibly responsible, polite, attentive, helpful, and a real star.
Oh.
I've got a certificate for a little shit of the week.
So yeah, we've got reason to celebrate. Keena's got the Excellence Award and Callum's passed his maths exam.
Yeah, and Callum's passed his maths exam. So
At college.
I've got enough certificates for her to paper my room.
Daddy, I got 40 out of 40 last week.
One more?
On my book club?
Oh, yeah. Right, bugger off.
No.
No problems, bro.
Oh, God.
Gordo says they could have trouble sitting still and they will have a lot of energy that they need to release.
No.
Yeah. Good, take him on motorway. That'll release a lot of energy.
What, time to a car? Yeah, I'll catch up with you.
Go lay on my bed for a bit.
But the thing is, he likes to have these fads where he'll go out with Callum and then he don't. It's
Well,
yeah.
Say though, the moon can affect dogs though, and how to behave.
Hiya, Joel. Took the little shit in the shore to up here.
What, Joel?
No, I'm on about Biscuit. The full moon is often a time. Full moon is often a time where emotions are heightened and there is a flurry of activity. Ooh.
Especially if it's near Uranus.
Yeah, in nearly where Uranus and all this earlier on. I didn't mean you were a little shit, Joel. I meant talk of the devil. Biscuit. Yeah, I was talking about Biscuit. He's been a right little shit.
Joel, I've been learning French, can you tell? Oh, there you go, that's as good as it is.
Joel, je m'appelle Biscuit.
I'm half expecting, well, I were expecting them before now, but yeah.
See, I got learnt French by Del Boy, so it's bonjour.
Just put lolge in there.
I hope Johnny, Sheffield United going to be them next season, champions at Premier League.
They're doing pretty well, though, I must admit.
Leeds,
did you buy that while you were there?
Leeds is just above drop zone.
Can you hear me this time?
Yay! We can hear you now.
Yeah. Let me grab my beer.
Everybody, see you later. Hold a job.
Beer.
Where you been hiding?
Me? I've been taking a break.
Again?
Yeah, I'm just health problems, basically, genetic, basically. And I couldn't stop laughing. I saw that thing yesterday where you put, don't mention what happened today, and I thought I'm glad because I only watched about 10 minutes of it. Bloody load of rubbish. I only watched 10 minutes of it today. It was on. I went to the pub on there as well, and I said to him, I come here to get away from that bloody thing.
Yeah.
And they had it on.
We hadn't watched it, no way, shape or form.
10 minutes, that's all I watched, guys. 10 minutes.
Didn't watch any of it.
It's all a load of...
Any of it.
It's a load of plump and semen. And
I put a thing on Facebook and it's Princess Diana going like that.
yeah. Hello, everybody. Nice to see some familiar faces, as in the icons.
But,
and
yeah.
Everybody else, I know.
Yes. That subject is out of bounds tonight.
I haven't mentioned it. Anyway, how are you doing, Jeanette? I've just seen Johnny.
Yeah, not too bad, Tony. Same old as
have you had your hair cut again since I've seen you? Because it's a few months.
I had it cut in February.
Right,
I had it cut off. I had it cut short.
Yeah, maybe because I haven't seen you for a while. Hi, Gary. It's nice to see you, mate. Hi, Joel. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, nice people.
In Mrs. G's good bad books.
Who is Cliss?
No, Ronnie. That's Gordo's dog.
Oh, right.
He says.
Oh, Gordo, nice to see you, mate.
Ronnie's been exactly the same. The little sod had the tuna mayo pot.
Yeah,
well, Hey, this is another thing as well, Gordo. Right from get-go, come down to this morning.
Is that your dog?
Tissue box, all chewed up. So, yeah. So, right from get-go, he's been a little sod.
He likes tuna mayonnaise, does he, Gordo? Hi, Clipto. Always nice to see you. See, when I'm on my other channel, when I've been on, she don't know it, Tony. No, one what's on the old computer, which is down here. She don't know that's me. Yeah. But when I'm on this one, I put that, and then she does know it's me. Strange. It's strange. She's like, I said to her last time, it'll always be Tony. Just because I've changed my name on YouTube doesn't mean it's a different person. I just find it hilarious. But yeah, bloody chucking it down, Tim, and I come back from the pub, chucking it down. Hello, Tim. Now, I noticed last time I saw Tim.
Sorry, Tim. I was getting a bit trigger happy there, Tim.
He needs to trim his hair because it's all, look at it. He needs to trim his hair
too as well, Tony.
Honestly, Tim doesn't believe me. I used to have hair back in the day when I was younger. I used to be all like that, all curled up, all that, looked like I could just come out of bed.
Puck's been on one as well. God, it must be affecting all dogs. Has your dog been all right, Tim?
Hello, Richard. Nice to see you, mate.
Mind you.
Yeah, I had, what did I have today?
What?
Zombie.
Reviver?
Yeah.
Oh.
Extra strength. What's that stuff in potion?
Voodoo potion.
I used to I know, I'm going to find a picture. Nobody believes me.
Donate some to Tony.
That well, look.
No, I didn't have that today, Johnny Fab. I had Strongbow.
So, yeah, but talk.
Yeah, he never talks, does he? I noticed he does talk sometimes because I've been watching a few.
No, sometimes he come. We've got chipmunks in again.
Chipmunks. Egghead, you cheeky stuff.
Right, we'll laugh about it, Tony. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's his camera or what it is, but every now and again it comes on and he sounds like a chipmunk.
Yeah, well, the other camera I used to use on my last channel, I found it. I might see if it works on this new computer because this is the new one I used. Well, I got, and I think it cost me £25. It's only a small thing. It's tiny compared to the other one. Come in that box.
Oh.
It's got a little stand. I think I showed you before. It's got a little stand for it, and I don't know whether to use the other one because that's my old thing. It probably would work on this computer.
I mean, if I'm honest with you, I like chipmunk mode. I do.
Chippendale. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, I met a few people at the pub, and they didn't realise I used to do glams, and they were laughing. They said, "No, I'm being serious. I used to do glams when I was in my 30s." You know what I mean? They didn't believe me. But I used to do them. You know, I didn't. It's about what 10-15 minutes at most for all we only.
Hey, is that better?
Yay!
Yes, Kirsty.
Yeah.
What
were it? Did you unplug your camera and plug it back in?
Yeah, I just had to plug. I can't even speak. Yes, I had to unplug my camera and put my camera back in.
Oh.
I've got one camera doing sound and one doing camera.
I noticed Johnny Fab's been going into beer longer because his beard's gone a lot thicker since last time I've seen him.
He's had it all chopped off.
Has he? I thought it got. It's probably because I haven't seen him as well. I haven't seen him for a few months, man. I thought he'd gone a bit more.
No, it was longer than that.
Was it?
Chopped. You had seen Chris inside, or have you, Tony, baby?
No, I've not been on for a few months. And look who this person is. Bum Fluff. Hello, Bum Fluff. Hey, Bum Fluff.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Jeanette.
Yeah, barbers just on flying thing. Yeah, and there was somebody who had his face shaved, you know, proper shave, wet shave, and it was only a bit more than what Lee was, and he paid £13 for it to get it shaved up.
Cheers, Chris.
I built me second.
He's only got a bit more bloodier than me.
I've had it shit cooked, trimmed.
It went
He's only got a bit bloodier than me, Chris.
Chris's were longer than that, but he went to barbers and had it thing trimmed, and they cut a bit off more than what he wanted.
How come his beard's grey and his hair's black?
Do you know, Bella said exactly the same thing. She said, how come his hair's brown and his beard's grey? And I said, I don't know, do I?
Mine's obviously, when I call mine's like dark and a bit of grey bits, but it's not like Chris's.
It's my privet brown and my hair's white.
I'm saying nothing.
I'm saying nothing till I see the attorney.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing, not about, you know.
But I've never seen Lee ever.
Like the privet, you know what I mean? I'm saying nothing.
No,
because he has it all cut off before he even gets to that stage.
No,
I've got my second kit built.
We're here.
What are you doing, planes?
Yeah.
But Johnny's were down here. He's had a lot. He's had about that much cut off it, Tony.
Has he?
Yeah, Johnny did.
That was the original.
Oh,
beard,
God.
So
What? Richard says, wait till you see my bonnets. Oh, God.
Oh,
I hate to ask.
Well, that's why I always think Johnny Five. For the amount of times I've known you, I always thought
You've got to come up, Richard. Now you've said that.
deep voice. I noticed he's got a deep voice. Something I've noticed since I've been off. He's got a very deep voice, Richard.
Needs another coat.
Well, he had a mishap because he's got like a beard, right? And he bought these trimmers, and he was trying to trim his beard, and somehow it slipped, so he took a great chunk out of his beard.
Right.
He shaved it all off.
Right.
It's grown back now.
I just can't. I'm just lazy, man. I just go to the barbers and make done.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris had seen it up near. I don't know where it were. He'd seen this thing, £7 to have your beard trimmed.
Well, that's
Richard can't come up. He's dodging on the Biscuit Island, Sainsbury's.
Dogging.
He's flashing his lights up the aisle.
I'm so sick of my friends who can't handle their alcohol. Last night they dropped me 3 times carrying me to the car.
Yeah,
Well,
real bad for me.
Chris had no beer for ages, and he's got some beers. So I says to him, I said, a couple of cans and you'll be pissed.
So actually, out of interest, Jeanette, now you mentioned that, how many cans does he have to have?
Oh, there's a lot of new channels, but yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
to
I mean, this is what happens when you let anything changes. After a few weeks, everybody disappears. So
it's sort of people in the chat that you know, it's their alter ego.
Right, there he is.
It don't look too bad. When you said wait till you see me bonds, I thought you'd had it all cut off.
Hold on. Hold quite a lot.
Looks smart, that.
He talks very deep, Jeanette. I mean, I've noticed that since I've been off. He's down there.
You could send me a time there with that haircut.
His voice.
I must say, it looks very nice, Richard.
Yeah.
It does look nice, Richard.
Yeah, Lee's an expert.
Did you regularly do it?
No, I went to an hairdresser's, which is something I normally do. But I could never get hold of the girl who normally does it. She's always busy or out somewhere, so I was just going past this. You're a Turkish barber, it were, and I just.
Yeah, that's why I got Richard. I go to a Turkish barber.
Sort that out.
But they put the thing on your face like a hot towel job.
Oh,
You steam your face. You know what I mean? You're there.
You just cut me hair.
I was going to say, did Jack Wakes?
Mine kept saying, "Can I trim your beard?" I'm going, "No."
What about the eyebrows? He wanted to do Johnny's eyebrows.
He did my eyebrows. He used to
On the
press
box.
I
my
do my eyebrows.
eyebrows.
They get a bit wiry.
Say that again, Richard.
He did my eyebrows, cut my eyebrows with machine. He went,
What, like a ninja?
yeah. Oh, yeah, did he?
Oh, they know the stuff, don't
Who says I'm dogging in the biscuit aisle?
It's obviously somebody that, yeah. Tell my boy Lee on the panels to cut his hair, the long-haired layabout.
We know what Lee's haircut looks like. I've seen it often enough.
It looks like a, how can I put this? A pool ball? A heavy pool ball? It could be just a shine.
Well, I just think some people, I mean, somebody at the pub clubs I've met said, and I found out with him now because he said, "Get all your hair shaved off." And I thought, well, it's grown a bit. And I thought, no one's telling me to do that.
Well, it's like this, Tony. I mean, my hair would down my back.
Yeah.
Or I had it all cut off. So I says to Chris, I says, I'm fed up with it. I says, I think I'm going to have it all cut off.
Yeah.
He says, well, it's your hair. You do what you want with it.
Yeah.
So we were all right with me having it. He likes me with long hair. But, you know, same with Luther's at the end of the day, it's your hair. You do what you want with it. So then he turned around and he said, I'm going to grow a beard.
Yeah.
When bald people wash their face, how far do they go up?
Anyway, so I don't like beards.
No, my mum doesn't like beards. That's why I've had it shaved off.
Krista says, well, like you said, when I wanted to cut my hair, it's up to you. If you want to grow a beard, then you grow a beard.
Mum says it looks like a lat's on my face and I grow a beard. Do you know what I mean? No one up my face, basically.
Well, what were it? What did I call Chris? Obo.
I call him Gringo.
Ah, that were it.
Gringo.
They were known as the Gringo Obo.
He's got a mustache bit, then a little bit like that.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit here.
Well, you can't, I mean...
And it's not how it's thingamabob, it's just how it's grown.
Yeah, but if you see me back when I had her, right, and if I had beard at the time, it was dead thicker than this. It was like Tim's hair, all dead thick, all like unmanageable because it just glue and glue and glue.
Hi, Tommy.
The beard now, when I do glow it, it gets, especially under it, goes so thick. If I leave it any longer, they can't take it off.
I only knew he'd been coronated because they started playing church bells all over the shop.
I mean, they had a big screen in the pub.
I was outside watching
it. It must have been at least 60 bloody inches or whatever it is. Massive screen, full blast in the church.
God, I thought you were a gnome.
And then there was another TV, not far. They're all different TVs in the pub, obviously. All the same bloody thing on at different sizes, you know what I mean? I said, so I've come here to get away from that bloody thing.
I went outside to watch some paint dry, Tony.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought they were doing.
I was on 4 live streams.
I went to pledge allegiance to my shed. Pledged allegiance to my decking.
It's all plump and firm. It's all. I know it goes back to history times and all this business.
Prince Andrew were booed, apparently.
And that really pissed me off how Camilla had a crown on.
I don't like her. I can't stand the woman.
No damn right to have a crown on.
Exactly, Johnny. Exactly.
No,
she deserves to be queen. She'll never be queen in my eyes.
No, but she's that old now, Jeanette. She looks older than Charles. And she looks all crinkly. She looked like a plume to me in that bloody dress. She looked bloody awful.
That should have been Diana sat there having cramp.
I don't like what they've done, basically.
Yeah, but she'd have been stuck with that poor git all these years, though.
Six people got arrested in. Six people
So
got
basically,
arrested
the
in
sausage
London.
fingers and horse face.
Said you look like an gnome.
So sausage fingers and horse face walk around today.
Good for them.
I didn't watch it, but I was fuming when I saw her with a crown on.
It was in the papers.
It is what it is. Get on with it.
The whole paper I got today, Express, was covered with bloody Charles and Coronation and all this.
It's been like that on news for days, Tony.
Bloody covered in it. And I thought,
Prince Charles looks like a bloody advert for Richmond sausages.
there was like, them protesters who got arrested before it even started. They're not my king or something. They've been protesting.
Yeah, and they got all
arrested. And this is someone protesting.
Hi, Jay.
Nah.
Neither did we, Gordo. We weren't bothered about it, and that's why I put non-Coronation Street.
That's what I'm
laughing at when I saw it, and I thought, well, at least she's not going to be bloody mentioning it. Like a lot of people.
Family died when Queen died, as far as I'm concerned. When she died, that was it.
You up and down like a something not right, biscuit. Settle down.
No, Palaces in the flats now.
Check out my Humpty Dumpty look.
Huh?
Oh God, it's Jay is normal.
Humpty Dumpty, is that like that egg? Humpty Dumpty went up, you know what I mean? List of lambs.
Yeah, Cadbury's.
No, that thing you stole from me.
You sent me a picture.
Oh, you don't. What do you do?
Oh,
Well, I managed to build one of them things, Lee.
Which things?
One of them blooming Metcalf kits. Good God.
what?
Send them to me. I did say to you, mate. Send them to me. I'll send them back to you. I'll
Took
build
me
them
about
for
4
you.
hours.
4 hours flat. Good.
Yeah.
I'm a
When you
knack of them.
started to when it put it together.
Yeah,
I'm a knack of them, Richard. I'll build them in 8
300,
gauge.
400 pieces in that. You won't believe it. It's unbelievable.
So, can I ask you, like, how come you've gone from trains to planes?
Because I'm starting to build dioramas.
See you
Oh,
later, Gordo.
Yeah, it was nice to see you go now.
That
Yeah,
is,
I must have missed something. How come I used to build things like that? Teenager.
that's a Spitfire.
Spitfire, is it?
Something to do in his spare time.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't do fuck all.
What you building again, Richard?
Sits on his ass.
I don't know what it's supposed to. Oh, it's supposed to be the village shop and cafe. Well, it's
Oh, British Shop and Cafe. It looks nice, that.
Is that? Yeah, I've got the Metcalf version of that.
well, this is a Metcalf.
They've changed a lot of
I've
food in
got
it.
the
I was
same
building
one
stuff.
in double O. I've got that same one in double O.
So, painful to do, I'll tell you.
Oh,
Yeah, it's painstaking.
It looks fiddly.
Yeah, that's the only thing when you're building kits like that. It takes ages to
Well,
do.
there's stuff to go inside it as well and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a lot lecture since the 80s.
It's easy. I can do that with my eyes closed.
Lee, stop showing off. Your eyes closed. Do you know, I don't like people like that. It just gets me bloody nerves.
It's because he sniffs that modelling glue.
Bit of argy-bargy.
Potatoes! I bet you were building this.
Get on my nerves, Tony, but never
When
mind.
I was a teenager back in the 80s, I don't think he was even born then.
The fiddly things to do, but
Yeah.
you've just got to take your time with them.
Yeah, it's patience. It's got to be interesting doing it as well.
That's
Charles,
really,
with sausage fingers won't be no good with it then.
Eh?
What glue have you bought yourself for them, Richard?
sorry.
What glue have you bought for putting them
I've got a
together?
few. I've got all-purpose glue, Bostik, some super glue. I've got loads of glue, all different glues.
I'm doing airbrushing now as well.
I brushed my hair earlier on.
No, I've got.
I did for me. I've made a right big deal on it.
I've got an airbrush. I've been airbrushing.
Bushman early on. That was classic. That.
Airbrushing
Oh,
coaches at the moment.
Several.
Yeah, Jeanette, that's proper blushes.
No,
I've got a selection of brushes.
Hey, look at that. Look at this stylish.
Brushes.
You don't use that, do you, Johnny Five? To do your.
Right? This gets all
What you do? Awesome, eh?
Get all nuts. Hey up, Tony. It's got all balms and.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, look after my beard.
Special shampoo for it as well.
You wash it.
Conditioner.
Your beard is just as important as your hair.
Alright. So you go over the thing and you get your thing shower
Yeah,
thing.
you mix it all with tea tree stuff.
Fresh
And I've got all the beard oils and that, yeah. Otherwise it goes all wiry. Otherwise.
Wow.
When he comes out at bath, Tony.
Because
there's some nights he's come straight up panel from like jumping out at shower or bath, and it's like.
Yeah. You pamper yourself basically, Johnny. Is that what Jeanette's saying?
I've got a picture. I've got a picture of Johnny when he gets out at bath.
Yeah.
Looks like he put his fingers in the hair in the electric socket.
Oh, I can't afford those prices, Lee. Can't afford to electrocute myself.
But it does.
As I'm buzzing around that floor, I'd be checking my meter.
How he's using.
He electrocuted his son not so long back.
Yeah, well, that caravan's gone now.
You electrocute yourself?
Yeah, threw me at the fence.
Alright.
The electric shorted on bottom of the caravan on the socket thing, and I went to touch it, and it sparked.
I bet you thought I was gonna show you a nude picture of Johnny after he'd been in bed.
It looks like with his beard.
I found that. You know when he electrocutes himself. Hey?
Do you want to see what a turkey looks like with muscles?
I said I don't want.
Nobody sends me nudes. Not even.
Yeah. I did send you a picture the other night, Jeanette, with that nice mood light.
Yeah.
I wanted to get me in the mood, Johnny.
Hey, you know something? I had a fire out there last night, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Burning on my bits of wood. I was still out there at 1 o'clock this morning.
What were you doing? Were you burning stuff?
You know.
Yeah, I'm building a summer house at the moment, Tony.
Alright.
Big bugger and all.
Should be on these TV shows, Johnny. It is what I'm building. And then show it afterwards when you've been building it. I watch a lot of them type of shows.
I've posted a bit online.
Yeah.
I built the deck for it today, and I built a couple of planters because I couldn't work outside, so I went workshop.
Yeah. Let me just put my son on big, and I'll show it. Oh, I've got sniffles.
You got a bit in the daytime?
Hey?
A bit in the daytime?
I don't know whether I have or not. It's all right, I was just trying to make it big. That was the one that Johnny sent me.
Yeah.
When he bought them lights.
Oh, yeah. I see he's starting to...
They've got no roof or anything on
Yeah, he's got to do that, yeah.
It's got windows and everything in.
Yeah.
Hang on, I can show you in daytime.
I'll tell you something. Right.
Looks nice, Johnny.
I've just started the back bit where you can see over the fence. That's gone now. That's all boxed in now. I'm getting there. That one. That's a week's worth of work.
Johnny sent me a message and he says, "Want to peek? Don't tell Chris."
And I sent her a picture at lights. She didn't answer me. I thought, oh shit, because we're watching.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, she wanted ice cream after that.
What's that like the cool thing you're looking after? She's changed a lot.
She's 8 now.
8? Good God, where's Sam going?
Hey, Chris has put a picture up, right? Nobody noticed until he posted it on Facebook. And how can I put it?
It's Paul.
Oh, man. Post online.
What? When he's
Is he flashing his legs?
Go on, spit it out.
I'm trying to find it for you.
He's not in the bathroom with his tackle out, is he?
I'm trying to find. Right, let me have a look on here. See if it'll let me add it on here. No.
No, you was still eating that Bombay mix stuff. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a picture that he took. It's a picture what he took when he took Biscuit out this morning. Right.
Yeah.
And it's been up on Facebook all day. And somebody sort of said, if you look at clouds, it looks like there's a mouse in clouds. That's what we're trying to find. I'm trying to find the picture.
I seen it. I seen that when it was flickering around.
When you look closely, it does look like a mouse in the clouds.
A what?
Yeah.
Mouse. A mouse.
Right.
I've got a mouse.
Well, the blue mouse doing
Well,
it.
so I.
I'm going to put myself on solo layout again and I'll show it you. Look closely. You know where it says flickering?
Oh, yeah, it does look like a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's a bit dark. You look, you can see its nose, its ears, its eyes, and even its tail.
Oh, yeah, there now, Jeanette. Yeah.
But yeah, that is, yeah, that's what we're looking for. But nobody, even we didn't notice it until somebody actually mentioned it in one of the comments.
Yeah.
Ooh. Tim's going to get all tidied up.
Is he going to France yet?
No, he's going to
Is he not?
We're
I thought
talking
you were about now. You're not going to France, Tim?
Nope.
Quiet. See his face. He gets a bit thing, doesn't he? He gets a bit embarrassed.
Now that ship sailed, Tony.
That's it! Should have got him.
Got on to pastures new.
You haven't all Tim. You've still got plenty of time yet, mate. Get somebody else.
Yeah.
Still young.
If you'd have seen him other night, he had it all slicked back, Tony.
Oh, did he have it all like style, like in Only Feels Nice with all the gel?
Just like slicked back.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was all.
So yeah, what you roaming about that? Come here. Come here.
Look like a thatched roof.
Oh, you over this shit.
Mine's grown back quite a bit, only shaved it on me.
Oh, that's just fucking that dirty.
Yes, you know.
That's true.
Go on.
He just needs to style. That's all Tim's got to do.
Hang on a minute, I'm getting a bit ravelled up here.
It'll look nice if he styled it.
That's his hair. That's how he is.
I know this is early, but it'll look nice if he styled it a bit.
That's a guilty
that's
conscience, that is.
What?
He's only jealous, Tim.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't believe you called the dog Biscuit, and the dog was already called Biscuit before you got it.
It is what it is.
But no good in that house because I've been saying, "Oh, do you want some biscuits?" And the dog would pick its bloody ears up.
Same as I took him when we got him.
that would
Hello, Biscuit.
Come on, bugger off now.
Go off.
It's making my wrist ache.
I bought some tuck biscuits today, first time in about 20 years.
What's that type of biscuits, Richard?
Not like they used to be, that's for sure.
Oh, they've changed.
What's that, Richard?
Tuck biscuits, do you remember them? Tuck biscuits.
Tough biscuits?
Oh,
Yeah, tuck,
Yeah.
T-U-C.
Oh, tough biscuits.
Yeah.
I like them sandwiches though. I like
Yeah,
it. I
they've
don't,
changed them into like a sandwich now. They never
Yeah,
used to be like
They
that.
changed everything.
but yeah, they're very salty, and I find that
Salty?
after I've eaten them,
It's salty. What have they done to it?
I don't know. I've always found them salty. Same with Ritz crackers and all.
Well, they're
Some
not-
of them are tough
no,
biscuits
they're
being
not
salty.
Who's been serving them to you?
Yeah, when you used to get a packet of clips, you used to get a full packet, and now you buy a packet of clips, you get half a packet.
Sorry, I meant
It's even less than that.
Crisp packets used to be 30 grams, and now they're only 22.
Crypto says short back and sides and all wet and curly at the front.
Sound like Tina Turner.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a saying as well, you know, the curtains has got to match the carpet.
Correct.
Yeah.
The rug's got to match the hearth.
Uh-oh. The
Hi,
wife's in.
Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
I better behave
My
now.
wife's in, Johnny.
I have noticed.
How you feeling, Tracy? I've been worried
Never.
sick about you all day.
Oh, shit, how's she recovering, Johnny 5?
Hey?
How's she recovering?
She's had pot off
No.
eventually.
Yeah.
No. She's just
No.
up and about. She's up and about.
Alright. Takes time, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like living with Von Klink.
Richard, your camera wants to be
Nothing
because
like
you're at the very edge. It wants...
Sorry, I can't. I'm a twat. I can't help it.
Did you used to watch that, Jeanette? When it used to be on? That used to be on. That'd be on that series.
Johnny.
I can't help it. Hey, I'm working my ass off building that somewhere else first. So.
It's been a normal Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, passes
Been
a
a
rubber.
normal Johnny.
Passes a rubber, Janet. I used to get that at school all the
You
time.
used to get that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember them old Victorian school desks? I used to put people's hands in it and slam it for doing that.
Oh, yeah, them.
Your voice is different, Tony. You're using a different MacBook because you sound like a trained tanner.
It come on at the beginning and there were no sound at all.
You sound like one of these announcements on a railway station.
Could Richard come to reception? That's
Just say mind the gap.
Okie dokie then, Chad.
Just imagine that.
See
You
you in a bit,
forgot
Chad.
Richard.
Let me sit now.
Richard, come to the reception, please. Ding-dong.
I'll do
When it
that
gets
with
to it's like, it's your packed lunch, you've forgotten it. I didn't have a packed lunch, but it's got your name on it.
I'll do that with Keena. It makes her laugh when I do that noise. I'll say, Keena, come to reception.
Well, she says, why? What have I done now?
You just hold your nose, don't you? You pinch your nose and you can get that voice.
I don't know, I'm not trying.
I'll do this and go, Keena Nicholson, report to reception. That's Keena Nicholson to reception.
Oh, I've heard that amount of time over the years.
Oh dear.
Good job she's
Oh
asleep.
dear, oh dear.
Have you not noticed on the train station? I think I said it before. It's the same woman repeating herself on a loop.
I won't know. I haven't been in
That's right.
It's recording.
That's
why.
Yeah, and guess who's doing the recording for train stations?
Yeah, it's the same bloody thing. Like we apologise for delaying. They don't apologise at all. Thanks a lot.
Sheffield Wednesday, mind the gap.
The train
Did you
comes.
hear that? It says at end of every announcement at train
Sheffield
station.
Wednesday mind the gap.
What did you say?
By the way, Sheffield Wednesday, please mind the gap.
Yeah, by the way, Sheffield Wednesday, please mind the gap. They're playing Derby tomorrow in playoffs. Oh, I hope Derby.
Am I understanding? Because I actually got Sky Sports.
Blast their arses. Eh?
Actually watched Sheffield United on Sky Sports. Have they been
They've gone up. They've gone up to Premier.
Yeah, I thought they had to, because I thought I was hearing things and they said they've just been they got promoted.
Yeah, they got promoted last week.
Oh, right. Took a while, didn't it?
Only a couple of seasons.
Hey, doing better than Leeds are. Leeds are doing useless.
Lee Stan needs to talk because he supports Everton. They down at bottom and all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a toss-up, right? Leeds, Everton, Southampton and Nottingham Forest. Now, Chris definitely wants Nottingham Forest to back to Championship.
Nottingham Forest are going to be going down.
I get my tickets for free now, so I don't give a shit where they are.
He gets his tickets for free.
I do.
He cares for a lad that's got special needs.
Right.
So, and he's a Leeds United supporter, the lad.
I give him tickets all the time and I take him. So.
Only one complaint that Johnny's got, that seats aren't big enough.
I don't fit behind them.
They are about the technical seats, Johnny.
I can't fit behind them.
Well, I mean, Johnny's nearly 7 foot.
You know when you get up, to score a goal, that's relief for me. I swear to God.
I think Everton are going to go down.
Yeah, is it? What's the one thing he's
Arsenal
managed?
are going down.
So, as it stands at the moment, Leeds is out of that drop zone.
Yeah.
Just. I think Forest. Is it Monday? Forest play, baby.
Yeah.
Is it Monday? Forest play.
Yeah, Forest have a game in hand on Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, so they're not going to win it.
You hope.
For a drink.
In the forest somewhere with trees.
we see the thing is, Tony, Chris hates Forest. We're
They're creeping up there.
But you know, only for the fact is when they was in the playoffs, they played Forest, right? And hi, Dr. Smith.
Hi, Dr. Smith.
Yeah. It went down to penalties and Forest won on penalties.
Right.
Their fans invaded the pitch.
Yeah.
And Billy Sharp, who is the captain, they nearly knocked him unconscious. They just ran at him and...
Yeah.
And then there were some more incidents, and basically this Forest fan were blaming, the player.
Yeah.
It were all Forest fans.
Right.
So that's why he hates them, and he hates them with passion.
I mean, when I used to go and support Liverpool back in the day before I switched to Sheffield United, I mean, there were all of this pitch invasions and bloody...
There were none of that. When Sheffield United got promoted and Chris and Callum were at that match, there was no pitch invasion, no nothing.
It spoils it, doesn't it? It spoils it. You see all that.
They celebrated in a what I'd call a modest fashion.
Yeah, I don't blame it on that.
Now the thing is, one of the pundits, I think, is it Lee? Mason. I forgot what his name is. What's that guy's name? We're having a go at Billy Sharp for lifting that cup.
Oh, Paul Mason.
Paul Mason, that's it.
Yeah.
They got a trophy. Basically for being second.
For years. For years and getting trophy for second place. He went for years.
Yeah.
So why all of us are doing it now?
And he had a right swipe at Sheffield United because they sort of had this picture tucked behind this banner, and Billy Sharp lifted this cup up, and same as Chris said, this cup's been going for years, right?
Yeah.
For being second in division.
Yeah.
So he's had a right swipe at Sheffield United. Why, I don't know. Who did he play for? Baby? Who did he play for?
Oh, Paul Burson, Arsenal.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a right arse white.
No, I don't understand why there's so much, jealousy and things, stuff like that. Because
same as Chris said, it was the celebration were a moderate celebration, let's say.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then, Bria. See you later.
No, leave tomorrow's mission.
What you building tomorrow?
Is that back to front? It is, isn't it?
Oh, pub.
No, pub, nice one. You'll get it
Pub
done.
and shop, both them two. Made in Yorkshire.
Ooh. But yeah, you know what I mean? And there were no pitch invasion, there were no nothing. All players did a lap of honour, going around, clapping for the fans for being loyal supporters. There were no, and for whatever reason, he's had a swipe at Sheffield United.
is it envious or is it jealousy? He's why he's doing it.
No idea.
He must be
Hi, Peter, how are you? He says only pitch invasion years ago you saw were a streaker.
Remember a few of them.
There were none of that. Yeah.
That's what
Remember a few of them.
It was done in an orderly fashion, let's just say.
All right.
Okie dokie then, Tracy.
That's the ones before they had Metcalf. The ones you'll
So
remember.
have you done that other thing you were going to do, Lee? Last time I saw you were going to do fences and liquor villages and all that business.
Yeah, I've done it since then. I've done a big diorama.
I for a wig then.
I've done a big diorama.
You're like one at Beatles.
I was just thinking, have you got an hat on, Tim? Now you put an hat on then.
No, he's flattened his
What's
ear
he saying?
forward.
Right.
Hi,
Oh, mate,
TJ.
it's
Long
forward,
time no
forward.
see.
I've done that since, Tony.
He's had iron on it.
Oh, all right.
If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do.
Vehicles. Oh, he's guitar.
Honestly, Tim, you resemble one at Beatles.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, Beach Boys.
Don't
Yeah,
I don't know which one, but yeah.
Paul. George Ringo.
Definitely not Ringo. Paul McCartney, maybe.
No.
I stood on a Beatle. Yeah, I stood on a Beatle today.
TJ's in, baby.
What, Bobby?
TJ's in.
Ah, no, DJ!
Gary says
saw the
I'm
Beatles
putting
today.
it on the market for Lee if you're selling
Don't touch
half.
me. I stood on it.
But yeah,
Shouldn't have gone.
I bet you
Yeah,
wish
what
you'd
is
got
that,
Paul
did you?
McCartney's money, don't you, Tim?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hey up, Tim, what are you eating there? Wagon wheel.
Yeah,
Oh,
wagon wheels.
yeah,
are
Chris's
horrible.
favourite. Don't let Chris see
I
it.
nearly bought some of them. I'm looking at them in Sainsbury's.
Jammy wagon wheels.
Wagon wheels.
9 packs.
Yeah. I
I've got
forgot about that. Yeah, we're going to Specsavers on Friday.
Yeah, I've got to go in the next few months because my eyesight test is due.
You're better off going to having a test, getting your numbers, and then going online and ordering your. It's so much cheaper. Get your prescription.
Don't pay for them anyway.
Well, if you don't pay for them, you're right then. But
Yeah.
for anybody who pays for them, if you just go in and get the test, then get your prescription with all them numbers and minuses and all that.
Yeah.
Shit. and then go online and you can get them for next to nothing.
Took Biscuit sneezing his head off.
I got some bifocals.
Pixie, his brother from another mother.
That go dark and everything, and I only paid 30 quid from online.
Yeah.
Subscription.
I paid a bit more.
But although with me having varifocals, I have to wait that bit longer. It takes about 4 minutes.
It costs more. Real man's then.
I'm the same. I use varifocals.
Make me sick.
I use varifocals.
A fig.
Let's get them done. Go to hospital and get them pretty sorted.
You see, Chris went on to varifocals last time we went, and he says no, they're not for me. It says I'm not having varifocals.
You have 3 different lenses in bifocals, 3 different types of lens, like top, middle, and bottom, but they're just
I've had varifocals. I must about 5-6 years.
Not for everybody, Jeanette.
But they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not for everybody. I wouldn't have any other glasses now.
You got to get used to it. You just got to make sure you don't look down, bro, when you're going downstairs.
But
you end up on your ass.
It is very deceiving though, because if you're looking, things are further away than what you think they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's very hard to okie dokie then, TJ.
Yeah, TJ.
I got
that thumbs up.
I got a pair from the opticians, and they cost me a fortune. They were these. I forgot the name. They were a brand. They were a posh brand name anyway. They were whatever. Hugo. They were Hugo Boss, and they were bifocals, and they cost me a fortune, hundreds.
Yeah.
And first day I put them on, I were at work, and I rolled in ladder for this girl. I sent her up a ladder to do some painting, and she tipped cano on my head. Green gloss. She's talking away up ladder with this green gloss in a roller tray.
Didn't like glasses then, obviously.
It was dribbling right on all over my head, all down my face and everything. In my eyes, gloss as well. It were green gloss.
Obviously, didn't like your new glasses.
And so I've never worn them since. It took me ages to clean them, but they've still got bits of green paint on them. And I wouldn't mind, but I couldn't see out. I was like walking around the car park like a zombie. And this DPD driver walked in right up to me, trying to get me to sign a parcel. I said, "You take it piss, I can't see where I'm walking. You want me to sign Oh God, yeah, it took it. My shirt, my jumper, everything I had on were wrecked. It were because it was gloss, green gloss. It weren't emulsion, it was gloss, so you couldn't do out with it.
No.
Nothing.
If it were emulsion, it would have washed out.
Correct. It right in my eyes, so my eyes were stinging like mad. Oh, it was bad.
Oil-based gloss.
Yeah, it was green gloss. It were grass green colour as well.
It's a memory he can't forget, 25, obviously.
Well, like bloody Shrek had it going to the toilet trying to say everybody else at work were pissing the sides. It's an understatement.
What did you have to do? Use terps and that to clean yourself?
Yeah, I had it on my arms. The full tray, because she's another bloke come up talking to her. She tipped tray over and she didn't realise, and she's talking away, and it just poured out right on top of my head, down my face.
Chris has just said we're photograph. Now, bearing in mind, it's the mock-up. A Sheffield United manager.
We're making a better king than that trick we've got now.
Yeah.
I won't give him the steam off my piss.
Obviously, it's been photoshopped. Oh dear, thought that was good.
He can do what he wants, right? He's waited long enough, the old twat, right? But end of the day, when I saw her wearing a crown, that pissed me off.
It is what it is.
Sold Johnny Fab. She looked like a plume. dried up.
You've got no right to wear a collar.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm with Johnny on this one. This is
I'm not. I'm
That is
not with
one
John.
thing I agree
Well,
with
you
Johnny.
should have abdicated.
What it
You
is.
should have abdicated and give it to
You
his
don't deserve to wear a crown.
He also should have abdicated and give it to his son. What
Yeah,
use is
I agree
he?
with that as well. I don't think he should have become king.
But I mean, I was reading this story other day, and they met when they were in the 20s or something, and they started going out. And because he were in Navy and he were being sent abroad for long periods of time, he ended it with her, right? So while he were abroad, you know, she's not one to let the grass grow. She got married to somebody else.
Yeah.
And beer goggles on.
Yeah, and
goggles.
He was dating Diana's sister as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Let the dog out.
Yeah, that's what I said when I saw her.
So yeah, it's been around the block a few times. Let's just say.
Yeah, but I mean, was it who actually abdicated because he was going to?
Charles, before he even got coronated today, had made an agreement with government to give us genetically modified meat and veg and fruits and all that. Well, he's Mr. Fucking Organic. He's just signed a royal seal to give his pageantry to us to eat shit food.
You see, it were that married Mrs. Simpson that abdicated because he married a commoner.
Oh, is that what it were? I thought it because see.
You know, like
no, it was because she were a commoner. She weren't.
Yeah, but Camilla isn't Lloyd, is she?
Well, not as such, but her dad was somebody, Lord Cannot.
Oh, so he was Lord. She just had to be the daughter of the Lord.
Did you see as you were talking to young ones next to her, bossing them about into a row?
Let's see that.
They're not even your grandkids. They're not even your grandkids, so fucking leave them alone.
Yeah, and she said, "Do you see Harry turn up?" I said, "I didn't see that. All I saw is him sitting in his bloody seat, her sitting waiting to get the thing on her head, and that's it. I didn't see anything else."
Apparently, from what I've heard, as soon as that crown went on both the heads, Harry buggered off.
Buggered off.
Like back to America, apparently.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah. To live in privacy while doing a Netflix documentary.
Yeah, money.
But yeah. And apparently they're all suing Andrew because it's been stripped of all his titles.
Oh, did you know?
He's turned up in all this regalia.
Meghan and Harry did a podcast thing, right? The Sleeping Channel got more views.
Well, did you not notice Fergie didn't get invited to the coronation? Still live together, and Andrew divorced 27 something years and still live together.
Oh well.
Arthritis in the toes.
Jack with that. What happens with them is no concern of mine, you know.
Oh, the only time I remember was when they were in Barker Glove together. Barker Glove.
Do you know why Anton Deck were there? Mr. King was on a certain list as well, along with his brother.
Involved with Princess Trust.
You know, Andrew, the Epstein Island bit, yeah. He's trying his brother Charles, he was there and all. So there you go. Prince Andrew, brother Charles, he was over in Epstein Island as well.
Yeah,
what? Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile was one of Charles's best mates.
Who were? Charles?
Jimmy Savile, yeah. Jimmy Savile was me. Used to go out.
Well, I know that for a fact because we're on about it on Facebook the other day.
Yeah.
So they were best buddies.
Well, it's like Andrew with best buddies for that when he killed himself, that Epstein.
Yeah, well, Charles went over there as well.
Cocked up. Do you remember that interview Jeanette, he cocked up that interview, supposed to clear it, and then that was it. He just cocked it up on live.
Maybe he said he couldn't sweat.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. Because of the Falklands, he says, I haven't sweat since the Falklands.
Yeah,
what a rubbish. I've got a medical condition. Bullshit.
Tony, he only used to sweat when interviewed.
I was watching him. That interview when he was live, they were filming it. I was watching him and I'm thinking, is he going to have a sweat patches in a minute?
Apparently, Eugenie and Beatrice, Andrew's daughters, were there, but
I didn't see much.
I've got that list, you see.
Yeah, where I watched it.
You actually watched it? You're sad enough to watch it?
Yeah,
I watched it, mate. It's like popping in
I was on the work bench. No, I had it on the telly at the back of the lab, back, and I was airbrushing a load of locos.
What were
William was wearing all that bloody whatever you were wearing.
Listen, we did a good morning poll of how many people in the UK give their pledge their allegiance to him. 83% said no.
Well, William, because he's now, is he the Prince of Wales or something? You have to wear that thing, and she's wearing
Prince and Princess of Wales.
Yeah, he's wearing the
title were his dad's, so now he's king. It's gone down to William and Kate.
Yeah, and then some part of it in the paper, he had to go in some part of the church to plead allegiance to his dad because he's the king. You know what I mean? You have to get on his knees and all this kind of business.
But got what I'm going to say now.
Yeah.
The entire thing was sponsored by Richmond Sausages.
Yeah, Good Morning Britain was starting at 6 a.m. this morning, all about it. And I said to Chris last night when we went to bed, I said, shall I set an alarm for 6 o'clock?
Yeah, they did a poll about it. 83% said no, they wouldn't.
Are you waiting for it to come out on
All the
DVD?
security went out at 6.
We'll do that later. They'll bring out.
I can hang it out on back to scare birds off.
Yeah, they'll bring it out. They've already brought out a £5 Coronation coin with Charles's head on it, and
it actually fits on a coin.
yeah, he's got his face on the coin.
By the way,
I'm surprised.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised with the size of his ears.
They're going to be collectible.
I'm going to say, his head's handy here.
Well, they're changing the 50p shape to like a Mickey Mouse shape to fit
A
his
lot of
logo
people
on
that
top.
collect coins.
You imagine what that's costing us
But
to make all money and all.
Yeah, they're going to change it eventually.
It's not costing anybody else. It's costing us, taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the old coins with the Queen on, eventually all that's going to be phased out and they're going to bring all the Charles coins in.
But yeah, you imagine
Tony, I've never wiped my ass on a pound coin before, but I'll have a go.
and with cost of living, you can't afford to wipe his ass on a £5 note.
Well, I'm just waiting to see Charles on a money, on the proper folding money. That'll be the next thing.
Jeanette, so far I spent 40 quid in screws on that thing I'm building up there.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whether you like the royal family or not, you've got to admit that the rest of them, the military, put on a good show.
Oh yeah, it did. I remember in the Queen's funeral, the what was it?
There was something on Facebook, and it says, while we're all struggling to pay his bills with cost of living, and he's riding about in a gold coach.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't see that.
He can't help that, can he? What do you want him to do?
Well, no, but
What he can do about
that's
that?
it.
Hey, you could have Ubered it, Richard. You could have Ubered it.
The coach has been around since 1800 and God knows when.
Must have been the first coach that went in, I believe, in the paper. It was air conditioned. The second coach were air conditioned, so it said.
That's
right. Because it's old fashioned 800, isn't it? So
they've got to go in
a modern day one in Australia. But
Lee says he's had to reboot his laptop.
regardless of the members of the royal family and who you dislike and all that business.
You tell me like some of the royal family.
Hey, it's not matter disliking him. He's trying to make us eat shit food while he eats organic.
Well,
by the way, the first supermarket to sign up to that shite is Asda.
Right, carry on, Richard. You.
I said, regardless of who you dislike in the royal family and all that, you've got to admit that when it comes to the UK, we can put on the best shows like that.
Yeah.
No other country does it like we do, that kind of crap. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like the Queen's. I actually did watch the Queen's funeral because I like the Queen. Maybe did a good job pulling that thing. There was that many of them doing it spotless, all the best thing and all that business, and all them bands playing and all that, and all. All
the other countries are envious.
Oh no, they can't do it like us.
Envious of us for
they can't do it like us. I don't laugh at that.
And not a single idiot created any bother. Amazing.
Oh, they already left them all.
There were some got arrested though.
They arrested them before, and that's why.
Yeah. Well, protest next, mate. Being arrested.
Yeah, they're just out to work labour voters.
Oh, there were all sorts of rumours going around that Putin were sending shit to disrupt Coronation, and
Did you not hear on the news?
This is what okie then, Tracy. This is what makes me piss, right? Yeah. There were a drone strike on the Kremlin, right?
That's
First of all, they were blaming the Ukraine, and then they switched tactics, and now they're blaming America.
It wasn't a drone strike. There were actually people.
How did a drone manage to get into Russia and get all the way to Kremlin without being detected?
Yeah.
How on earth did that happen?
They've done
There were people actually seen up on the roof just before it happened. They set off that little explosion thing.
Yeah.
But the point is,
I was thinking.
Why, for any reason, would anybody be up on that dome?
Yeah.
At night.
I was thinking, Jeanette.
And if it's a bog standard drone, it wouldn't have gone up like that. I mean, obviously,
little explosion. I've seen bigger fire.
Not a toy drone, not one that we can go and buy from the shop. It's a proper drone that
the military. Sophisticated one.
Sophisticated.
Like somebody lit a sparkler.
Thousands of miles. You know what I mean? A proper military drone. But the point is, how did it get into Russian airspace? How did it get all the way to Kremlin without being spotted by under any radars or anything?
It's because it were all set up. That's why.
Probably something.
If a drone come into our soil,
if you want my honest opinion,
it'd be ditched. It'd be gone.
It was a setup.
Yeah.
I'm with Richard. I could have drone get that close to the Kremlin without being detected. Bullshit.
You imagine if you set a proper drone. I'm not on about toy drones that we all buy and fly. I'm on about proper drones. I mean, they're massive. They're not small things. If you set one of them off in France and named it at UK, Buckingham Palace, you wouldn't even get across channel before it were intercepted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this is what makes it all
it will be intercepted.
Say that again, Tim. Can you see what you said?
To the UK.
But the thing is,
gets to the UK.
The thing is, when it initially happened, they were blaming Ukraine.
Yeah.
So why do a U-turn and then in turn blame the USA?
It's just for tatted. I mean,
if just looking for a reason to start something.
It wasn't there. It wasn't even the bloody Kremlin. It wasn't even in the place. I mean, if it was an attack assassination, they couldn't assassinate because he weren't there.
Tony, it was me. I've got some sparklers. I want to pop room for some sparklers.
It's just all a setup to blame somebody. albeit, you know, either Ukraine or Ukraine and USA, you know what I mean? They're up to something. They're trying to start something.
They've been always. Ukraine thing has been going on for donkey's years. It's not, even though it's escalated in the last couple of years, it's been going on for donkey's years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not. According to Putin and these generals, this war in Ukraine is a special operation. It's not. According to him, it's not war. He wants that. He wants Ukraine. Basically, he wants to have that as part of the Russia. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power.
Even Gary says that's safe for the Russian public to avoid.
Yeah, well, the conflict Gary's talking about.
There's been a lot of protest in Russia that don't agree with what he's doing against Ukraine.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it were staged.
Yeah, but I mean, the conflicts. Some of these soldiers that keep shoving into Ukraine, they're all convicts. They're all prisoners.
And a lot of them have gone AWOL.
Yeah, it's like
they don't agree with what he's doing.
Or you sign up for the war.
I'm getting off, Jeanette.
Okay, dokie, then I'll see you later.
Take care, Johnny. Pathetic. Well, that's what they said to him, Jeanette. You'll either stay in prison, serve your sentence out, or you'll get a thing if you survive. Go in the war. You get a pardon and stuff. It depends what they've committed. But some of the bloody convicts are going in the thing. But the only thing is, they haven't also declared how many Russians and all this business have died. That's been all close to God's sake. You know what I mean? There must have been bloody hundreds of them. Thousands.
But this is what gets me as well. They say, you know, they've only retaliated against the Ukraine because Ukraine. Night, Johnny. Take care.
Always nice to see you, mate.
See you later, Johnny.
But why have they killed so many innocent?
Yeah, that's another thing I don't agree with.
Yeah, you know, members of public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no rhyme or reason or any reason for them to be bombing hospitals and I think he said she was.
You know, like I mean, I understand about war and that you like two sides, you know, conflict all this, but why are they killing innocent people during the war? I mean, there's nothing to do. They're not even really involved in it. So where they being penalised?
Again, though, that's unfortunately that's something that happens in wars.
You know what I mean? They don't want the bloody war.
No, they don't.
They've been shelled in all sorts.
But correct, you can also say that about Afghanistan, where the English and the Americans killed hundreds of thousands.
Well, what the hell's it got to do with us?
It's just that is what you call collateral damage of a war.
Yeah, but it's not. They should. I mean, that's another thing. I know it's like Falklands. But we went to the bloody war, Falklands, because we wanted the Falklands. Argentina wanted it. It's ours, all this business, and all them bloody people being.
But this is the thing, and you notice, and this is going back to Saddam Hussein's era, right?
Yeah.
Once he was killed, died, everything faded into background.
Yeah.
You know, they toppled him, then you know.
It's like Gaddafi. They toppled him. Gaddafi. He thought he was, you know.
It's like killing Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Was the biggest mistake they've ever made.
Yeah.
Because whether you liked him or not, he kept everybody in order. Now it's just a country full of different groups making a damn nuisance. That Taliban wouldn't exist Saddam Hussein were about.
Some dictator like that who I don't know if they did like some SS.
The man at the top alive.
Yeah.
This is another thing as well. How come all of a sudden this conflict started in Sudan? This is what you know what I mean?
All religious crap, isn't it? It's the problems of the world, religion.
What you know? You know,
that's been going on for hundreds of years. As that conflict, hundreds of years.
You know why? You know what I mean? Why?
Just all down to it.
What happened to start it all up again? This is what I'm saying.
Is it not like power and all that business? You've got, we want it basically.
Yeah.
But I want that country. I want that part of the country I haven't got, so I'll invade it. You know,
me,
consequences. I want that. It's my line. All this bloody business you get.
You're always going to fall out over that.
Yeah. Power. More power I have, the more land I have, the more power and all this bloody business they have. What was that in the Gulf War where they were Britain or something were protecting them oil pipes because of all the oil and stuff. And there was a war going about not far from these oil pipes or something. There was a big thing about that. They sent they sent in somebody else. Nothing to do about. I don't think the mercenaries just to protect the oil lights and these things they had to keep them safe and all this business.
I don't know. I remember there's been that many wars. I can't.
But that was all about who's got the oil lights and who hasn't, and because it fallen in a certain part of the country. They were entitled to it on this bloody business, so that was all about that. But it's all about power and struggles and stuff, isn't it?
That gets mixed up with which. I think that was Tony Blair.
There's not been that many wars.
Tony Blair.
There's been that many wars. Do you know? I found this book when I went to Cornwall. When I went last time, Jeanette, in the bargain bin. Honestly, no other light, and it was £2.50. This Tony Blair, My Time and Number 10, all this business. And I bought it, and then this woman gave me a couple of quid more. She said, "I'll have that." And I'll send it to him. She said, "It's either that or fouled." You know what I mean? She said, "I couldn't stop laughing. I thought that was hilarious." She said, "Yeah, I'm not." You know what I mean? And it was like over 30 quid for the bloody bin when it first came out, but it was in bloody bargain bin for like 2 quid at most. You know what I mean? It's only been out 5 minutes. Well, that was hilarious.
Well, it's like this book Harry bought out. I think that sinked into oblivion.
Oh, I'm not letting. I will get it when it comes down. I want to leave what it's about. All the hype's it's been about. I want to leave.
Ukraine business will slowly fade away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, what's he called? The one that Gary's talking about, this Wagner group. He weren't. What was he? He weren't part. He was something else before he formed that. He was nothing new about army and stuff. Because he didn't start off as a leader of this Wagner group. You know what I mean? It was later on he started with that, but he didn't eligible with it. But yeah, he's getting all different people from.
But this is the thing. They've done all these interviews. They've Netflix and whatever.
Oh yeah.
Everything's drying up now. So what they're going to do once everything dries up?
Oh, I thought that. I mean, I didn't see the interview.
Is she going to be washing people's undies for them and ironing them?
I think there's been a lot of things about what you call it, how his kid being mixed race, and he's saying that they're discriminating because it's not white basically on this business. You know, he was. Oh, what was it? Gary saying he was. Oh, that was it. He weren't that originally. He was something to do with mercenaries. Yeah, he's saying he's going to pull out because he doesn't want to have his thing being killed if they don't do something. That was in the paper today. There was a picture of him with some of his mercenaries, as they call them, because he's not happy at all.
Has he ever been happy?
No, he don't look like the type of person to mess with, to be honest with you. What I've seen of him, he's bad and basically. But he's not happy with the way the war's going. He's saying, why should these men be used as cannon fodder, basically? Because some of them, they've been down like nobody's. You know what I mean? But he's not happy.
Put a bullet in him.
Yeah.
But it's you know what I mean? Why can't they just let things be?
Well,
let Ukraine be Ukraine, and they stick their. You know what I mean?
They know about it.
You know what I mean? Why is he wanting to claim the Ukraine?
This all boils down
when Putin thinks it's part of Russia. It must have been hundreds of years ago, but he came independent.
Yeah.
And since he's got to power, he's got this obsession. He's got to be part of Russia again.
But this is the thing. America was part of the UK.
Was it?
Until they got their independence.
Are you talking hundreds of years ago now?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that.
You know what I mean? And this is the thing. Why aren't all these
use English money in America?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Russia gained their independence, so why in sort of other countries, like either side, saying, well, they're right for the taking, we'll take it back.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He's definitely, I mean, I think he didn't just invade it just like it happened. I think he planned it all well before, months and months before all this thing kicked off, with all these spies and all that bloody business. But he miscalculated the Ukraine fighting back. He thought it'd be over in a month, basically. That's what he thought.
A little bit.
It'd be over with.
But now, said that's why we have the Middle States. Yeah, because the States were actually way back part of the UK.
Yeah, well, that's probably another reason, Gary. I mean, you should be on the panel, mate. But yeah, it's all about who's got the power, who can, it's all greed and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Gary says Ukraine has a lot of untapped oil.
Another reason why
it's grain export.
But all it's grain that's been held up, isn't it? I remember reading about that. They had all this grain, they couldn't even export it anywhere. And they were piling up, and they were trying to think what they're going to do with it.
That were all down to Putin because they wouldn't let them load it on ship.
Get rid of it, didn't they? They wanted to get where it was supposed to be going, but no, he stopped it. But all got planned.
To me, that's cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Well, any war, I mean, it's like the Gulf War. I mean, I know we took part in it, but the Gulf War was another thing that was all planned in before it even started off. You know what I mean? They knew what was going to happen, but they all planned it all before they invaded things and all this bloody fighting and all this.
From my point of view, everything was trundling along, just hunky dory.
Normal,
you know what I mean?
And that happens.
There were no shortage of gas. There were no shortage of oil. There were no shortage of
anything works.
So basically, Putin's put a spanner in works, and now everything's gone to pot.
I mean, I don't know whether he's got it. Last time I saw Putin on some kind of news or something, bloody ill. So whether he's got some kind of bloody illness, he's not letting on.
There's been rumours for a long time that he's got cancer, but
he could have a brain tumour. They've mentioned that as well. He's not lying there to do what he's got.
There's been a lot of rumours, this, that, and other. Just propaganda again. But you know what I mean? Why can't we just trundle along how we were before?
I mean, you must remember. I mean, I know I keep going back to the past, but you must remember where you were when the Falklands started, and that was part of us, isn't it? Falklands is part of us, right? And there was this big thing in the day that was all about Argentina saying it were us. It were part of us. Basically, it was part of them. It was called what we were called in Argentina. Yeah. So they sent. Well, they must have did a lecky or something. They sent what they called the small little force in.
It were mainly that Argentina said it was theirs. They invaded the Falklands, and
we had to defend it. Yeah,
the English army went in to protect the inhabitants of the Falklands because they were doing all sorts.
Well, I've said this before, Jen. There were more British armed forces back then than now. We haven't got as many as what we had in the Falklands.
They've cut a lot back.
Have you seen how much thousands they've cut down on the arming stuff? It's just a talking bloody force. We couldn't defend
it's the same with NHS. They've cut back there, doctors, nurses, you name it.
I mean, they were saying
now they're living to regret it.
When they were saying something like it was so many years anniversary of Falklands, and someone was saying on the news or something like that. Well, what would happen if it happened again? We couldn't defend it. Defend it.
You waited now, Gary, till Johnny's gone to tell us that.
Screwfix on the bank holiday sale.
Now he spent 40 quid on screws.
That gets them magazine. You know them with the force, Screwfix. So he gets them. Yeah.
We've got one for Start Road where our Astor is.
But FUD on the carpet. What's that? What's that bloody now? Is that what you ordered again? I said, no, it's my dad's bloody Screwfix catalogue.
This is no word of a lie, Tony.
Yeah.
Johnny ordered some nails and he's shown us, I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
They're like, honestly, each size of this pen.
Yeah.
They were longer than that.
Nails.
Yeah, for this, he's building Tracy a summer house.
So the nails are not tiny ones; they're massive nails.
Massive. They might be even longer than this pen.
Yeah.
They're massive. I says you'd be able to on your thingamabob and next door's hang the rat on it next door.
It's like long.
Yeah, put a picture up.
Yeah.
And next door's double usage and hang the rat on it next door. They're that long. It get cold again, Tim.
Yeah.
It looks lovely, honestly, Crypto.
Have you got? I'm going to say, Jeanette. I think I've said this a few times. Have you got a coffee machine, like a cappuccino machine?
Yeah, these are flat white, so
look like that. Fluffy coffees. I know the pub's got a coffee machine. I had one a couple of weeks back. What did it say? Cup? Was it over 10 grand? The coffee machine they bought, or I don't know. I think they bought it now. I think they had the last one, but they bought this one, and it makes fluffy coffee.
No, we don't go that extravagant, Tony.
It's a normal household coffee machine.
These are just like pods.
Oh, they're cool. I've seen them. Is that where you take the top off and stuff?
No, all you do is
ram it in.
I'm moving my lips.
Ram it in and it pierces foil.
It's got a pod thing, and you put a pod in, you put it in a drawer, pull the thing down, and it pierces top of your pod. So once you press button to, for it to thing, it does it all for you. And the one that we've got, it does actually turn off by itself.
Right, automatic then.
Yeah.
All right.
You see, we had one before that, and it was sort of like you got to do it all manually. But this one, it turns
I'm
off.
still using the old-fashioned kettle and putting the coffee in, put the sugar in. When it's boiling, pouring it in.
Even when we run out of pods, Tony, we still have milky coffees.
Yeah. And then doing the thing that my mum does and then puts it in the microwave and stuff. You know what I mean?
No, we don't stand.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
don't
coffee you want.
put posh pictures in coffee.
Yeah. Some now coffee machines I'm talking about are a lot cheaper than they used to be. Some of the popular coffee.
Dolce Gustos are. You can get them for about 40
quid. Once you get anything else you can buy compared to what they used to be when they first came out.
But the thing is, what with them that you're talking about, they're like a barista style coffee.
Yeah, they just make a lot of noise.
It's a lot of pomp and circumstance, right? With this, you've just got to put a pod in, stick it in, and away you go.
And you wait. I mean, what was it? £2.50, I think it was, for a coffee or something, which is cheap up where I live. You know what I mean? And she said, "Well, we'll try on the new machine."
Hi, Wakey.
It was a fluffy job. Nice.
I mean, they're all right if you've got like a coffee shop or a cafe or something like that.
If I had to think, I wouldn't pay what you've paid. Obviously, the pub is big. It's a bigger job, but it's a lot of money. So, does it do your hair and stuff? Because I'm at London. Does it wash?
It's all right if you've got a cafe or you've got a shop or.
They're not small ones, and they're bloody big jobs.
But yeah, I mean that Dolce Gusto goes everywhere with us.
Right.
Go on holiday.
Oh, it's portable then. It's
Bexy, how are you?
Hi, work. It's nice to see you. So it's it must be a portable thing. You can just take it away places.
You just unplug it.
Oh, right.
Put it in a normal socket. Away you go.
That's good.
Take it. Well, when I say we take it on holiday with us, when we went to New Forest last year, took the pods and somebody left coffee machine behind.
Did they? Oh, so actually, that's anything that'll come home tonight. Is have you got your holiday plan for this year?
But yeah.
Have you got your holiday plan for this year, Jeanette?
Not yet. We want to go to Yarmouth.
Great Yarmouth. Never been. Said this last time. I know.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Never been to Great Yarmouth. Never been to Great Yarmouth. You don't know what you're missing.
Tony says he's never been to Great Yarmouth.
I've been. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've been sort of down the country where, but not been that way where it is. And when you go that way, where that place, it's like the way I've gone. But there's a lot of places I've still not been. But again, it's the weather. I mean, today I went out, it was fine. I come back, took it down. Friday, I went out fine. And just as I'm coming home, bloody heavens open, it's chucking it down, pelting it down like nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we lived in Yarmouth for quite a bit.
Yeah.
That were a new place that we went to last year. We went to Milford on Sea, which is down in New Forest.
New Forest.
Yeah.
I heard New Forest before. I remember Sonny used to fix my computer and went to New Forest. Where is it? Is it actually like a town or something, or like a lot of?
I've been to. Is it called Chrome?
Yeah, my mum went there. Stuff in there, like, but it's like for quite.
I think one holiday I used to.
That was when he got crabs.
Yeah.
They have a lot of crabs at Cromer.
Do they?
Yeah, I used to go there in Colchester.
Yeah, Cromer crabs.
Yeah. Colchester.
Near there, not Colchester.
Quiet. It's very quiet.
Bexy. Tiffany's is gone. Tiffany's as well got gone. Tiffany's
is
gone. Garibaldi's is gone.
If I go to a place, even in this country, I go if it's got anything of interest, I'll go for
Tiffany's, to be quite honest with you.
You know what I mean? I don't go for. It's like if we went to, but I don't
Tiffany's
go for.
Nightclub. I've had I had a nightclub. Yeah.
What, Grab a Granny night?
Roses is gone.
Garibaldi night. Sugar daddy, sugar mummies. Sugar mummy night.
Where the Garibaldi nightclub used to be is now flats.
Flats now. Well, things changed them, don't they? Nothing stays the same.
Yeah.
Do you know? and I've never, because I can't remember it. When I was a baby, they went to a holiday camp. But I've never been to any holiday camp.
Send to me before even holiday camp. You'll be able to find pictures for the Tiger Club ball pool. I can remember. I know where Banger Racing thing used to be.
Yeah,
that was the main thing going into Yarmouth, weren't it?
Yeah.
Grab a Granny. This is no word of a lie. Chris has told me lots of stories. There were a nightclub here in Sheffield called Roxy's.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that nightclub.
Chris said Thursday nights were Grab a Granny.
I'm sure that.
It says, and if you couldn't score on a Grab a Granny night, then you were doing something wrong.
He was out there with always these partners trying to check up ladies' clips back in the day.
Welcome back, Gordo. But yeah, he were only pulling my leg, Tony. But yeah, he says
before you met,
nights we'll Grab a Granny.
He was one of these what you call them? I'm trying to think. I used to see them when I was young myself.
Go on, Tim. Say what you'd say. Your sound keeps going, Tim. I know you're saying things, but all we're getting is bits.
I'm sure that Roxy nightclub in Sheffield. I'm sure that Roxy nightclub was featured in the Hitman and Her TV show.
Oh, that's right.
That's not funny.
It's a casino now.
There's no chance for me if he's that person's saying Granny's a 30. The youngsters to me.
But that's
20 years older than them.
The Roxy we used to have near us, that was where the older people went in on a Thursday and a Sunday. We didn't say
wait, yeah, like me.
I'd rather grab a Mintero than a blue ring.
I don't think I've seen that before now as well. What they call the hair. I mean, my auntie, when she was younger, she used to have her hair coloured, you know what I mean? I mean, proper coloured. And she looked aside because she's trying to look young what she is. And it didn't seem to one bit.
But yeah, I mean, I think Chris was exaggerating when he said, well, if you can't score on a Grab a Granny night, then, you know, you're doing something wrong.
Well,
but
you don't know what it was like before you met him, Jeanette, do you? I mean, you could have been on the pool.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I think he was trying to do it to make me laugh. I know he used to go to Roxy's.
Yeah.
And he told me that it was Thursday night. We're a grab a Friday night.
Going back and getting his aftershave on his face and getting his polo coat as a coat of he wearing back then. Let me down, you like John Travolta.
I'm laughing at what Gordo said. He says, when I used to go clubbing, we used to play Snog a Dog. The idea was to get the worst looking. I never did very well at that game. See you later, Lee. Chris says the 80-year-olds are right.
No, you've got to have a criteria, Chris. You've got to have some standards. What age you're going to go up to, mate? Not go stupid. Right, you know what I mean? I tell you something.
I always say to him when he starts trying to pull my leg like that. When he met me, Tony, he hit the jackpot.
I know he does. He's been spoiled ever since. Been all that. We know he's been spoiled. Been all that. Was I thought, it's because it's come at once.
So yeah, he hit the jackpot when he met me.
Yeah. Potential was very bender. Now, come off it, Chris. I reckon you might have been going for something. If you're younger back when I think you were doing it, I think you're probably going with someone like 20-year-old and more.
I'm not even 70, and I couldn't bend to save my life.
Some of the girls
my friends got with who wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley.
I know what he's talking about as well.
Were the dog rough, Gordo?
I call them Cronenberg women.
But then again, Jeanette, I've always said
Cronenberg. Why?
Because they look like 16 from behind, but when you get to front, they're 64.
This chance for you and Tim yet, Richard?
There's one.
I think Richard and Tim have got this sort of code going because when Richard says he's going to Sainsbury's, it means he's going dogging.
I've never done that at all, Jeanette.
Tim said other day to us,
I don't know at all.
We've got to put some bunk beds up for a client. That's Tim's code.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never seen. There's a lot of things I'm just so naive in all these things you keep talking about. Not lived, but I haven't missed anything.
They had about stopping that and all, Wakey. It's a stick with the over 75s, at least you get a free TV licence.
Yeah.
They're stopping that.
Yeah.
I've seen better looking bulldogs chewing a wasp.
Just mind you don't knock the steridants off the bedside cabinet.
What are you referring to? What Richard said, Tommy? Because he says you called them what? What was that? Cronenberg,
yeah. There's one we see in the morning, and she's a school teacher, and you look at her from behind, and you think, "Wow, who's that?" And then you look at her from front, and things change. Call it the Cronenberg woman.
See, even Crypto knows Tim. You know, his code. Tim's is. Yeah, it was putting bunk beds up for a client.
That's the one.
And Richard's is, he were in Sainsbury's.
God help us if he ever says I'm buying a bunk bed from Sainsbury's.
He's gone to the same doggy place as you.
That's a tricky one, is that?
Old retro father.
Cronenberg is a beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then, Tony. I'll see you later. But yeah. Oh dear. I mean, it was like we had a shopping delivered today. Bloke that were delivering, he says, "Oh, it's nice and quiet down here." And Chris says, "Yeah," he says, "that's because them kids aren't then hot." About 6 months ago, it's not our row, it's the row sort of that going that way on Main Road.
Yeah.
First half, right?
To have a season ticket with Sainsbury's. I mean, I do go in pretty much every day, literally every day.
Chris says, I wonder how many bunk beds Richard has had. Anyway, so we were saying, oh, it's nice and quiet here. Chris says, yeah, he says, them on end must have gone out. And he says, what do you mean? He says, well, they've got about 7 kids. He says, and when they come out, he says, it's like, you know, it's like a riot. They're running past our windows and all sorts. And, oh, they're right little...
Scallywags.
Well, yeah, but that ain't the word that Chris said.
No.
This is no word of a lie. They come down here on scooters and bikes and whatever, and when they get called in for the tea, they just abandon them anyway.
Yeah.
Gordo says 7 kids was the TV broken. It must have been broken before they moved here. Anyway, and the parents must give them chalk because they've come all the way along where our fronts are. We've all got like little walls, and they go across and paint chalk every single wall. Yeah, chavs. But you know what I mean? When we moved in here, it was lovely. It was lovely and quiet. You know, we didn't have any problems as regards noisy kids or anything like that. But it's been absolute chaos since they moved in.
Is the house that they're in? Is that house big enough for them, or is it just been not? Is the house has not been?
The only 3-bedroom houses, Tim. The only 3-bedroom houses.
They might need some bunk beds building, Tim.
Quite a few bunk beds, in fact.
There's only 3 bedrooms. God forbid it's going to get a bit hectic in there, isn't it?
Did you hear that? It says how big ours is. It says they're only 3 bedrooms and they've got 7 kids plus parents, so that's 9 on them. So Richard just said to Tim, he says, Tim says they might want a few bunk beds building.
How do they matter? All the kids are similar age. Well, they can't be.
I have no idea. I've no idea. I've not, because I don't go out, do I? It's Chris that mainly goes out.
I've seen your post.
What post?
Diana.
Oh. Anyway, what ages would you say they were, baby? What ages would you say they were?
Anything from 4 to 10, 11.
Did you hear that? Chris says ranging from about 4 to about 10 or 11.
Do the mum and dad work, or are they?
No idea.
What are you on about?
Richard says, does the mum and dad work? I've no idea. That one's a good in court.
What's a geezer bird?
Oh dear.
Is that like a ladyboy you're on about?
Yeah, like that that bought that camera off you.
That's called Rachel, is she?
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's they just ain't got, you know, they just ain't got no they just let them run wild.
Feral.
Yeah. And I mean, they don't even live here, but they're running past everybody's window, and I heard one of them say other day. I heard one of them say other day, "Oh, I've just seen Ivy," which is our next door neighbour. So obviously they're running past, looking in windows.
Yeah.
But they're not looking on because we've got nets up, you see. Oh, I've just seen Ivy. You know what I mean? And she's just come out of hospital again because she got an infection in her leg. And for the last 3 months, she's been in and out of hospital. That's the last thing she needs is little sprogs, you know, gawking in window at her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Chris says, well, if I ever catch him, if I'm just taking biscuit out, he says, I'll tell him off.
Yeah, if you look at Tommy's calculation there, they've not had time to work at all. They've just had 3 months of non-bonking each year.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's
Bloody hell.
You know, I think their sort of way of thinking is, well, while they're not under my feet, you know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit. They can do whatever they like, you know what I mean? You would never like that, though, were you, Callum?
What?
Misbehaving and...
No, even I'd scare them off.
But yeah, Chris says, he says if they ever out there, when he takes biscuit and they...
All of us have to do is say, goo, and
pissing about round here, he'll say, oi, piss about round your own ass. Never mind coming round here.
It's about with someone your own age.
What's Tim doing? A bloody workout.
Oh, you were going, Bria.
Ow.
Richard says, hey, what's Tim doing? A workout?
Huh?
What was going on there, Tim? What was happening there?
I just whacked my knee off a corner of my computer desk.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were doing some star jumps or something.
No.
Richard thought you were doing a workout.
No.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, exactly, Gary. They don't even, same as I say, they live, our road's here, and then you go on to Main Road, and it's very first house in that road, just at end of our road. Oh, dear. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's...
I got... Well, it's a football one.
From completely
I think you were in
and I expect you to write exam with your other hand. Oh, that one's a good and go now. But yeah, I mean, not you know, I understand kids will be kids, but there's one thing in just sort of just letting them run feral, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And while they sort of, what they're doing is like small fry, it's not nice, you know. Ivy just coming back out of hospital again, and they're googling in her ass. You know what I mean? Oh, Ivy's back, Ivy. I've just seen Ivy. You know, that's the last thing she needs. She needs peace and quiet. So that's if it can get older any wakey. Oh dear. Hey, hope this is no word of a lie. If they've got them in at Asda, Chris will grab them while they've got them. And he'll come back and he'll say, guess what I got from Asda? Wow, what did you get? I got some eggs. You know, like in one lottery.
Well, you had to come by a moment, eggs or something.
They have been for some while.
Have they? Oh.
Well, the farmers are blaming avian bird flu.
Oh.
But Johnny says it's not that, it's the supermarkets aren't wanting to pay the price, because obviously the farmers have had to up the prices because of the feed and the upkeep and everything, electric, what they're using. I mean, they're just like anybody else. You know, they're using electric, the price of feed's gone up, etc., etc. So obviously they've had to pass that price increase.
What you're saying, supermarkets have to shell out more.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like Wakey's just said, get mine from local farm. Johnny's saying he gets a carton of 30, and I think he's just from a farm from down road. So, but you know what I mean? Down road. But yeah.
Well, when you get them from farm, you end up with hen ass hair on them.
You still do buy them from supermarket, Rich. When I don't know, last week when I was baking or the week before. Well, since I sort of had that cracking experience, you know, missing egg altogether and cracking my thumb, I always crack them beforehand. And I got this egg out and I thought, it's still got half a chicken on it. a great big feather stuck on end on it. And I thought, what's up? Did chicken have trouble parting with this one? Because half its feathers has come with it. But yeah, Chris comes back like he's won lottery when they've got eggs in down at Orasta. I mean, it's like we've got a superstore about 10 minutes down Parkway. It's all right if you've got. It's all right if you've got a car.
Saying that, I've not had an egg since I moved in here now, since last August. I've had an egg because I haven't got a frying pan.
One of my mates to cook an egg.
Yeah.
French toast.
I'm going to say you can have
French
French
make
toast.
Scrambled
So
egg
you
in
can
the
have scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs in the
in a jug and put a bit of milk in, whisk them up, and Bob's your uncle. But yeah, I mean, we've got this superstore out about 10 minutes down Parkway, but it's quite close. The same as Chris says, I'm not going to go over there just to see if I can get some eggs because it's going to cost me more in petrol. Just going over there for eggs. Yeah. You know, you've got to factor into the account that you've got to use your petrol. but yeah, and like we are known to being like one of these small Asters, I think it's dependent on the delivery, if you know what I mean. It's
yeah.
It all depends what they've got on the wagon when it makes a delivery.
Yeah, because they'll be limited. Yeah, because they'll be limited to what they can deliver.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Sort of, let's say, for instance, some big wig in office upstairs will say, "Well, we need such and such this week. We need such and such this week." Well, we're not bothered with eggs this week. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And they sort of know what they're selling and what they're not selling, if you catch me drift.
Yeah.
So, you know, but you see, another thing as well is,
what eggs is...
I mean, they haven't always got them in. I like to use large eggs. So it's a case of nowadays you take what you can get. It's but you see, we've got a lot of students round, well, not specifically round where we live, but more towards town. There's a lot of student accommodations because we've got 2 universities in Sheffield. So obviously they like quick meals, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, there's certain times Chris not go down there because he says it's mayhem at certain times, and it's roughly about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it will be.
Like that. Hey,
I guess it will be at certain times.
yeah, and it's you know, it's pardon me. This sort of like all different sorts of yeah. They've got like student flats. They've got shared houses. They've got like the apartments. You know what I mean? They've got sort of ranging from, whose parents are well off and, they get the prestige accommodation, whereas you get some people that's not well off that either have to bunk up with about 4 other people because they can't afford to rent their own, if you know what I mean.
No.
So, and it sort of ranges, arselets, and there is places round here where they're even using downstairs as an extra bedroom. You know what I mean? Let's say, for instance, they've got 4-bedroomed house, and they want
try to get their money's worth.
Yeah, because they want more dosh. Because sometimes you get like a sitting room and a dining room and a sitting room. Well, one of them rooms they convert into a bedroom. You're all right here because there's one long room. Imagine coming down and a student with sweaty socks and sweaty boxer shorts on, coming down to that in the morning. No, thank you. But it's the haves and haves nots, if you know what I mean. And there is a big call for, they're making a mint. They're making a mint. With it being students, because you've sort of like got students from all walks of life, predominantly Chinese, a lot of Chinese. But you've got sort of a big array of different cultures, let's just say. But they come here because we've got 2 universities. And I think as well, one of the universities is, where they train doctors and nurses, big wigs, so to speak.
Can he move in Glasgow for students?
Honestly, Tim, it's absolutely chaotic at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is, when Chris and Callum go to March, they go down our road and then we've got like a crossroads and there's like a KFC on one corner, Screwfix, B&Q and Asda. If you walk up that road, they're all student accommodation. And that's why I'm saying at certain times it gets really, really hectic. Because as you walk up that, is it Charlotte Road? Is it Charlotte Road? Yeah, anyway, so when you walk up there, you've got sort of, on this side, you've got sort of ass share bits. But on the other side, you've got these like posh apartments and, you know what I mean? So, oh, the joys of living.
We lived next to Bravo, we're like 5 minutes to give. All right, let's go.
But it's good for them because it only takes them 10 minutes to walk it there and 10 minutes back. And it means that Chris ain't got to find a parking space or, be driving about for about 10 minutes trying to find somewhere to park. It means he can leave the car here and walk down there.
Yeah.
But, did I tell you, Richard?
Yes.
Callum passed his maths exam.
Oh, that's good.
Shockingly.
Yeah, I know. The one that he thought...
Congratulations, Callum.
The thing is doing English and maths, and he thought he'd walk through his English, but failed that. The one that he didn't think he'd pass, maths, he has done.
I think Charles might be better at maths than English.
Yeah, well, brain box on his hand.
1, 2, 5, 8, 10. 2.
He's learning his times table next week. But you see, because he were doing a course, as well as his maths and his English, he were letting his maths and his English slip because he were doing his coursework and then getting behind on his maths and his English. So we were going a bit despondent. So the careers advisor says, well, why don't you have a year or so off and concentrate on your English and your maths, because they 2 of the things that you need for a good job.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting on right track again.
Yeah, he's just said. He says he's focusing on right track now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there in the end. Sure.
Callum did his English other week. Now that one, he thought he'd walked it, and obviously, you know, he's been poorly this week, so he didn't go in Thursday. Well, he says, I've got to go in Friday. He says, because I've got this maths exam. Anyway, he says to us this morning, he says, well, they did say that they were going to email me the results over the weekend. And then he come and he says, I've just had an email. He says, and I've passed me maths.
Oh.
So, you know what I mean? It's
First time I've ever passed an exam.
Well, it's you know, onwards and upwards, Callum, isn't it? One of these things, you know, that's something else you've got under your belt.
20 years.
Oh, God. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going.
Yeah.
You look like you're in pain then, Richard.
No, I'm just readjusting myself a bit. I'm getting a bit of a numb ass.
I thought you were doing a Chris special, because he sits there and he's going.
A bit of a numb left ass cheek.
And then you go. And I say to him, I say, he got a numb bum. He went, no, I just need to fart. So I'll see you all on the next one on Monday.
Bye.
I hope you've enjoyed tonight, and I'll see you all on the next one. Night, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye.